Hey everybody, I'm Joe Steele, back with my friend Ryan Pendlin. We're here to do another Nerd vs. Film. This time we're going to talk about the movie Dark Tower. If you have not seen this film, this consists with spoilers. So turn it off right now.
Go away.
Get out of here. Alright, if you're still here, I didn't scare you away with my fierce face. So, I liked the movie because I hadn't read the books.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand?
Okay.
That doesn't mean he's constipated.
Okay. Oh God. God, I sure hope not. Okay. Well, all right. So to be fair, let's talk about the stuff that I actually really like.
Okay, talk about stuff you like, and then I'll talk about stuff I like.
Okay. All right.
And we'll find a middle ground.
All right. Number one, Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. Like even if I thought that the script left more to be desired and that they could have been given better material.
Mm-hmm.
They can take anything and they can make it into pure gold.
Absolutely.
They're amazing.
They're incredible.
They're absolutely amazing actors, and they did bring it. They did bring it in their roles.
Oh yeah.
I would have liked to see a little bit more, but they did. They were awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think the acting was super solid in it. Things that I really liked about it, other than the acting, I liked the overall consensus of the film, but I did feel like there was stuff missing.
Mm-hmm.
But I had thought that, like, okay, if they add more talking about Idris Elba's character, they would have to talk more about Matthew McConaughey's character, and then you'd have to bring up more definition and more backstory, which would have taken an hour and 45-minute movie to a 2.5-hour movie or so long, and it would have dragged. At this point, it had just enough to keep me interested, keep me going, and I liked it. I didn't love it. There were definitely things about it that could have been better,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't deserve a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that was a little. I could agree that is a little.
Power Rangers got a 44%. Just to balance the playing field for you. Okay.
Number two, and this is just just as a Stephen King fan watching this movie. Stephen King created the Dark Tower series to incorporate every single one of his novels inside this universe, and so
They did that with lots of Easter eggs.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it was just a lot of fun. From scene one, there was the two little girls that were playing the patty cake game, and they were saying, "Come play with us, come play with us." I'm like, totally.
They should have been yelling "Red Rum, Red Rum."
Pretty much, yeah, totally Shining reference. They even mention Jake's ability, his empathic ability,
Shine.
as the Shine,
Yep.
which they actually do in the novel as well.
Yeah.
And so there's references to The Shining. There's a reference to It.
Yep.
Whenever they go into
The carnival broken down creepy place.
Right, exactly. Pennywise, the Pennywise circus.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right. And so just being a Stephen King fan as a whole, I'm watching. All Hail the Crimson King.
Yep.
Total reference from The Stand.
Yep.
So just being a Stephen King fan and watching this movie, that was fun.
Oh yeah.
It was really fun. Just watch it. I was actually in the theater going, oh yeah,
That's
holy
from
crap,
that. Look
that's
at that.
awesome. Yeah.
So it was more of an homage than it was anything else. It felt like an homage to Stephen King, and it wasn't a terrible homage because
No.
Stephen King has got some bad movies. It's not, and he directed them. He's a writer, not a director. Look him up. They're bad. Or don't look him up. Don't watch them. Just take my word
if
on
you
it.
do, it's at your own risk.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We do not condone alcohol, but we don't condone alcohol. Leaving it at that.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, the characters, the references to other Stephen King novels. There were definitely some emotional moments that I thought were pretty golden. I like the director, Nicolas Rousseau.
Yeah, he does good.
Yeah, he did a good job, but I think honestly what really kind of dumbed everything down was number one, the choppiness of the film, all the emotional moments that it had were just edited way too quickly. You didn't get enough time to really savor.
I have a feeling, and I understand to a degree. I do have a feeling that there was more to the film that they cut out, but I don't feel like it stopped the overall vibe. The books are more about the relationship of Jake and Roland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the books. The movie is a vengeance. It's a movie about Roland killing Walter. Jake is along for the roller coaster of all of this. He's seeing that tension throughout the whole thing. It's not about this epic, oh, you're my dad friend, yay! It's more not mentor. It's all right, I'm going to kill this guy,
Yeah.
and I'm going to protect you by killing this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, I understood why they didn't add that element, because that would have... But there was still that element in it. It felt more like a Last Action Hero
Kind of, yeah.
than it did, you know...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's the best movie I would compare it to it.
Sure.
And again, that movie is not the best movie ever.
Right.
But it's still just fun. It's
Yeah.
just a fun movie to watch.
Right, and as a whole, alone, and see, and here's the thing. I went into this already knowing that this movie was not a direct adaptation of any of the Dark Tower novels, more of just kind of like a culmination of different elements of at least the first 3 books of the series. And, I mean, my opinion on that is that, you know, that's fine. It's just I honestly wish it would have been a longer movie, because if it's going to be 90 minutes long, just adapt one of the novels, because I really wanted to I wanted people to be exposed to Roland and the reason why he was on the quest that he has, because all we really get is just one little moment where Walter the Man in Black shows up and just, you know, says stop breathing to his father, and that
you
was
killed
it.
my father, prepare to die.
Pretty much, yeah, you know, and
Told you, Vengeance movie, that's what it was.
Right,
Like,
right.
I didn't miss that part because I made me curious. If anything, watching the movie made me go, I want to read the books, because there's so much interesting stuff that's said throughout the movie. I was like, that sounds interesting. And, you know, movie, when it comes off of a book, the book has to have enough subject matter to be entertaining.
Right.
The fact that I watched the movie and went, I'm curious about the books, means the movie did a good job in my mind, because it didn't feel like the subject matter was terrible, because there are certain things like Twilight that should never have been turned into
movies,
movies, because the subject matter is just dumb.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like, as a whole, I feel like they did good in that, in giving that.
Well, you know what, and the thing, coming as a Stephen King fan, the very fact that you watched this movie and it actually made you more curious about the story, so you want to read the books, is an immense compliment, and it makes me happy.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes me happy, because I'm like, oh, more people want to get involved, you know, like really get immersed in this story, which is great. And it goes down to like another one of my favorite things that I actually really did like. Aside from the emotional moments getting cut too short, there were still some good moments in there. Like that whole moment where Roland was teaching Jake the gunslinger's mantra. Golden.
Oh yeah, while they're shooting, that was so
golden.
That was such a good moment.
Right, and the attack in the village where you finally see Roland kind of like use his ability as a gunslinger. Dude, I mean, you cannot look at those moments where he is loading his
so awesome.
It was
the camera work was a lot of fun. They did a really good job.
It was great. It was great.
So at the end of the day, I, as a film person, I liked it. I'm like, yes. As would you say, from the book standpoint, I know it's just a totally different thing. But would you say that, you know, hey, if someone was curious about reading the books, would you say, yeah, go watch the movie, or would you be like, don't touch the movie, just read the books, stay away from the movie? How would you? Because, I mean, honestly, I would tell someone, like, if you're interested in this, yeah, go watch the movie. It's fun. I wouldn't say it's the best thing. It's not going to get an Academy Award. It's not going to get any nomination. But it was a fun movie.
Well, see, I don't know. See, because you can go either way with this, okay?
But being you.
Being me.
Being you, what would you say?
Being me, I would say read the books first, because of the fact that this movie is not a direct adaptation of any of the books. It's its own separate adventure of its own different universe.
Perfect.
And so if you were to at least read the book series, so that way you get at least the first 3.
For sure.
You know? If you were, or the first 4 at least, you know? If you were to immerse yourself in the world of the novels, you can watch the movie saying, okay, this is its own separate universe. Yeah. It does contain elements of some of the books. I can
appreciate it, but let's leave it alone. All right, exactly. So that is it. YouTube. If you want to read the books, read the books. They're really good. I actually want to. I'm probably going to get Audible books because I don't have time to actually use my eyes.
They're really awesome.
Other than they're closed. That's how I use my eyes the best. Alrighty, man. So we'll be doing another Nerd versus Film here shortly. There's got to be something else we can talk about. There's lots of stuff we can talk about. We're both pretty nerdy. We're both very nerdy.
Yeah.
So, see you guys. Take it easy.